This week, Supernanny goes head-to-head with a 7-year-old girl who holds her whole family to ransom. Can Mum overcome the fear of her own daughter?
She's just running rings round me again, and I'm just so confused.
Or will Maryanne reign supreme?
Bitch!
Wendy Agate is a single mum and lives in Littlehampton with her 3 daughters. Marie, aged 10, Amy, aged 9, and Maryanne, who's aged 7, and controls the whole house with her ferocious temper.
Maryanne's like a bomb waiting to explode.
Bitch!
Maryanne rules the roost. She's the boss.
For the last 4 years, Wendy has been struggling to raise her 3 children alone.
I love them to bits, but I just can't cope with them anymore. And Maryanne's tantrums are just getting worse.
Maryanne, with you, life is miserable. Shut up, cowpoo.
Marie and Amy do resent Maryanne big time.
She gets her own way, she tells on us, she tells lies. She just does everything. It just makes me angry. I feel lonely and upset and angry and really, like, I'm not cared about.
They just do not get their quality time, you know, with me.
It feels really sad because I don't have a nice family.
Maryanne makes Wendy's life even harder by sneaking out of the house several times a day.
Maryanne, get indoors. I'm not running, darling. I'm not chasing you. Maryanne, wait there, please.
You don't even care about me.
Yes, I do.
No!
It's time to go to sleep now.
Maryanne keeps on behaving badly right through till bedtime. No one can sleep until she's finished her marathon tantrums.
It's not even bedtime.
Yes, it is. Right, darling. I just don't feel like a very good mum at the moment.
Supernanny Jo Frost is Wendy's last hope. With 16 years' experience, she's turned around the toughest of kids. But how will she handle 7-year-old Maryanne and her tyrannical grip on the Agate family?
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
How are you?
Wendy.
Joe. Hi, Wendy.
Meet the children.
Hello. Hi, Marie. Pleased to meet you. I'm Jojo. Hi, what's your name?
Maryanne.
Hi, Maryanne. Pleased to meet you. Joe. What's your name?
Amy.
Hi, Amy. Pleased to meet you. Fantastic.
As usual, when Supernanny first arrives, she'll observe the family without stepping in to see how the children behave. It doesn't take long before Maryanne gives her something to think about.
Maryanne, you're not sitting outside. Can you get away from the door, please? Get indoors now. You're not coming out the door. Ow! Get off. Get out.
Will you not look at that door?
Who says it's my door? Don't pinch me.
Minutes later, Maryanne takes out her frustration on her sister Amy.
Maryanne, stop it. You started that fight, so what do you expect?
So is this common? This kind of thing goes on all the time?
It's 24/7. The fights have got so violent. There's just so much anger. Marie and Amy think they're prisoners in their own home.
What about you?
I think the same.
It's homework time, and Amy and Marie sit down to do their reading with Mum.
I read the signs are right.
But Maryanne wants a piece of the action.
No, Maryanne! No, you always go first. Yes? No. Let me see if...
When Maryanne wants attention, she gets it by having a paddy. It's horrible. She ruins everything.
Maryanne hogs all of Mum's time and leaves the other girls with nothing, and this is building up resentment between the older girls and Maryanne.
And Maryanne knows this all too well.
They hurt my feelings. And every time they hurt my feelings, I always say, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
While Amy and Marie try to lie low, Maryanne does a runner.
Here we go on a search for Maryanne. Maryanne, that road! Maryanne, you move!
Well, Maryanne's not taking no for an answer. She's gone straight out the house and she's walking off. Well, I don't even know where she's walking off. But there's no keeping Maryanne in the house, that's for sure.
Get here! Maryanne, you're not funny. Right, that's it. She just doesn't listen to me. I've just got to the point now, half the time, don't pinch me. I've got to a point now, I just don't even follow her anymore because I'm so fed up of chasing her all the time.
Mum's at the end of her tether, and it's not long before she snaps.
Do what you like, Maryanne, because I think you're an absolute arsehole.
Supernanny is not impressed.
Well, there you have it. A parent who's totally lost control. You do not call your child an arsehole.
How bad has it got for you, Wendy?
I don't want to be here anymore.
What do you mean when you say that?
I don't want to be here anymore. I just don't like it here anymore. It's not my idea of fun. It's not my idea of family life anymore.
Wendy, how long's this been going on?
Seemed like forever. I think problems started, 4 years ago. But over the last 2 years, they've got really bad. Half the time, I never know where Maryanne is. I never treated my mum like that. I didn't dare.
You're depleted, aren't you? Oh no, bad enough.
I have had enough. I had enough a long time ago and I just kept plodding on.
It's bedtime. Marie and Amy are ready for sleep, but Maryanne fancies a late-night movie.
Can you get into bed, please? Well, you're not having it! So don't be stupid and get into bed! Shut up! No, you're not!
Yes, I am! No! I will!
You're not!
Yes!
You're not having them?
No! You bitch! You're a bitch! You're never supposed to be my family! You're a fat bitch!
Maryanne's tantrums make it impossible for her sisters to sleep. They're tired and emotional.
What's got you so upset?
Yeah.
Maryanne.
She's getting on my nerves so much. I just can't take it anymore.
Hey. What do you think Mum could do that would make it better?
No. I think she needs to be harder on Maryanne than us do. I am having a video!
Maryanne's screaming, she's lost control. Mum's screaming at her. They're fighting over the plugs. What kind of a bedtime routine is this?
I'm not going to bed! No way!
Supernanny has seen enough. Tomorrow, Wendy faces a few home truths.
Maryanne calls you a bitch, and you call her an arsehole. It's abuse.
And hits rock bottom.
She's just running rings round me again.
Can Mum find the strength to stand up to Maryanne? Supernanny Jo Frost is on a mission to put full-time mum Wendy back in charge of her family.
You're not coming out the door! Do what you like, Maryanne, because I think you're an absolute arsehole.
Having come face to face with how bad things have got in the family, Supernanny spells out how she sees the situation.
3 beautiful girls. But Wendy, where's the mum in the house? Where's the authoritative figure? You've lost control. And Maryanne's behaviour towards you and her sisters is out of control. What's it going to be like in 3 years' time? As beau child, Wendy, the government are going to be knocking on your door and giving you fines. I'm appalled at the children's language towards you. Yet you take it.
I've tried putting my foot down.
But they learn to communicate by the woman who sets them the example. And that's you. Just because you are their mother, what gave you the right to think that you could actually turn round and call your children the names that you did?
I just get so angry because they call me names.
So you call them names back?
Yeah.
Maryanne calls you a bitch and you call her an arsehole. It's abuse. It's got to stop right now. Because it's disgusting. There's no equal attention between the girls. Maryanne hogs all of your time and the other two are pushed to the side. What is it with Maryanne?
She just walks all over me.
Wendy, why do you allow Maryanne to walk all over you? What is it about Maryanne?
Frightened of her. She can be so nasty.
You're scared of your own daughter.
Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
She knows it, Wendy. You're depressed and you want to throw the towel in.
You're right.
But you know what the sad thing is, Wendy? Is that those girls know that. And that's why they're trying to get your attention. All of them. Because in front of their eyes, they are seeing you crumble. They need you. You're their mother.
I want to be mum. Just don't know how to do it anymore.
I can say to you now that I can teach you the techniques and give you the advice that will turn that around for you. Okay? I believe that you actually can turn things around pretty darn quickly. So let's get cracking.
Yeah.
I want to be that person that Supernanny thinks I can be, so that's the person I want to be. I want to be mum.
Over the next 4 days, Supernanny will help Wendy get her family back on track.
Hello.
The first thing she wants to focus on is the lack of discipline in the house.
And this is going to be your reflection area.
She's giving each girl her own beanbag and a special reflection area where they must go when they misbehave.
Reflection, you'll be sent here by your mum to sit and think about why you have been placed on one of these beanbags.
It doesn't take long before Maryanne rebels against the nanny state.
So if you could just leave the kitchen.
Maryanne, leave the kitchen.
Which is to come down to her level, give her eye contact, use a low-toned voice without shouting and say, I'd like you to please leave the kitchen.
Maryanne.
Voice, low,
Maryanne.
firm.
I would like you to leave the kitchen.
No, you won't even let me.
Step back. She now has to make a decision. She's either going to leave the kitchen or she's not.
Supernanny believes children should be given a warning
Don't say
and a
anything.
chance to change their behaviour.
No, Mummy! Mummy, I want to say something to you.
Stand
If
up.
they choose to ignore the warning, they must be taken straight to the reflection area.
You are going to stay here for 7 minutes.
Maryanne must spend 7 minutes, 1 minute for each year of her age, reflecting on her bad behaviour. But that's the last thing she wants to do.
She's kicking and screaming out there. And then she makes me feel like I've done something wrong.
In her eyes, you've done something wrong.
Yeah.
You've given her a consequence.
Yeah.
You've followed through.
Yeah.
You've been consistent. You've made her lose control. 7 years old.
Yeah.
Needs to be stopped.
After 7 minutes, Mum must go back and get a sincere apology before Maryanne can be let out of the reflection area.
I want an apology.
Sorry.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Sorry.
That still seems like anger to me.
It is anger.
Yes, it is. I think you
It is
come back
anger.
because she obviously needs to chill out in that area a little bit longer.
This is the first time that Mum has ever followed through with a discipline. It takes a long time for the message to sink in.
Please, can I say sorry to my mum?
But finally, Maryanne is ready to apologise.
Has she calmed down? Ask her, have you calmed down?
Have you calmed down, Maryanne?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, okay. Well, I want an apology for not doing as you were told.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Sorry.
So,
Right, okay. Kiss. Cuddle. Have a kiss and cuddle.
as much as Mum felt really frightened of the behaviour of Maryanne, she felt liberated at the fact that she'd been able to follow through with the reflection area.
I feel like I'm getting there because I actually followed through on something. So I feel like it's one to me and none to Maryanne.
Next, Supernanny wants to tackle another huge problem. Maryanne's persistent escapes from the house.
Stop. Stop, look and ask. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these on the front door here, okay, and one of them is going to go on the back. And when you read that sign, it says stop, I want you to think, look at it, and go, I need to ask Mum if you can go out.
Wendy doesn't let the girls out alone because they never come home when she asks them to. But Supernanny's convinced the girls will start doing as they're told if Mum shows she trusts them.
Well, I think it would be a nice idea if the girls had the freedom to go across the road and have some playtime over at the park. Sound good?
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do. You're going to tell the girls that they can stay out for 15 minutes.
Right.
And when they come back, they will then be allowed out for some more. Okay?
Okay.
Each time they can show you that they can be trusted, you will trust them in return and let them out for some more time.
The park is only a few yards from the house. It should be the perfect place for the girls to play.
I hope the girls are up for the idea of trust. So I hope it's something that we can develop here because it is a strong family value that I would like to instill in this household.
True to their word, all 3 girls return on time.
Yay! Well done. Well then, you can go out to play again. Would you like that?
Yeah. When now?
Now.
Yay! We're free again.
It's just amazing. It's like you've given them a new lease of life, a new toy.
Trust.
Yeah.
Bedtimes in the Agate house have been a nightmare for years, with Maryanne's tantrums keeping the whole house up for hours. Tonight, Supernanny is introducing a stay-in-bed technique to break the cycle of Maryanne's attention-seeking behaviour.
When she first comes out, I want you to say to her, "It's bedtime, darling."
Right.
Okay? The second time she comes out, I want you to say, "Bedtime."
Right.
And the third time she comes out, I want you to say nothing. Okay? I don't want you to reward her with communication.
As Wendy gets Amy and Marie ready for bed, Maryanne gets up to remind them who's boss.
Maryanne, it's bedtime, darling.
Mum starts well, but is drawn into conversation.
I'll have a look in a minute.
It's not what Supernanny wants to see.
Mum! No!
And the butterflies fell asleep.
Having successfully got her mum's attention, Maryanne comes back for a second helping.
Where's mine and Amy's
Bed.
watch?
You don't need them now. Bed.
Make sure you find Amy's watch.
I will find it and give it to her in the morning.
2, 3.
Got in.
1,
No.
2, 3.
It's all gone to pot.
Why? Why is it? Do you remember the 3 steps?
Yes.
Let's get her into bed. Let's turn the lights off.
Good night.
What you did was, bedtime, darling, bed. And then in you get, can't find it. And then, because it's at bedtime.
Mum has to learn to ignore Maryanne's cries for attention for the technique to work.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
This time, Mum stays strong. Maryanne soon gets bored and gives in to sleep.
Birds and the butterflies.
It's a victory.
Good job. Good job. Look at you.
I didn't shout.
Exactly. You should be proud of yourself.
I am very proud of myself.
Things are looking up for the Agate family as Maryanne's iron grip on the house begins to loosen. But Mum has still to face her toughest challenge yet.
Stop.
Supernanny has been teaching Wendy Agate how to combat her daughter Maryanne's relentless bad behaviour.
7 years old. Needs to be stopped.
The next stage of the teaching is all about communication.
This whole household lacks communication skills. The children don't get a chance to express themselves to Mum.
Supernanny thinks she has a solution.
This is a technique that Jojo calls the see me, hear me technique, okay? And what it is, it's a technique that allows you girls to be able to get things off your chest. All right?
Supernanny wants the girls to record their inner thoughts and feelings onto a video camera so they can start to express themselves in a constructive way.
What I want you to do is to come into this room and use this camera because it's really going to benefit you, okay?
See me, hear me room.
Over the next few hours, all 3 girls get used to talking on camera. Later on, Supernanny wants the whole family to review the video footage so that Mum can learn to listen to her kids and respond to how they are feeling.
If she can understand where they're coming from, she can start to relate. This will bring them closer.
The talks are underway, but the fighting continues. Mum takes direct action.
This is mine!
Maryanne, reflection area. You will be here for 7 minutes.
At last, Mum means business.
How calm are you?
I'm really calm, actually.
How calm is Maryanne?
She's not.
Okay. What does that tell you, that behaviour?
That she's not the one that's in control, I am.
After 7 minutes, Wendy returns to the reflection area to get her apology.
What do you say, Maryanne? Right, hug. Come on. Hugs. Kisses. Come on.
It's a major breakthrough for Wendy.
Just kiss. I'm really proud of myself and I'll say it again.
Good for you.
It's the end of the day, and Supernanny rounds up the whole family to show them the See Me, Hear Me video diary.
What I'm going to do is show Mummy the video, because I think Mummy needs to learn, okay, to be able to listen to you girls.
First up is Marie.
But since Supernanny's been here, Mum hasn't let Maryanne walk all over her, and we've actually got some time with her.
What do we think of that?
She's 10 years old and she knows that Maryanne's always walked all over me. I think she was quite grown up, actually. Thank you very much. That was lovely.
I think everyone's doing really well in the house, I think that everyone will start getting along.
Amy, yet another lovely
Yes.
talk. Thank you very much for your kind words.
It was lovely.
But what Maryanne has to say isn't so lovely.
I don't like my mum. She's definitely horrible. She's selfish and horrible. She never lets me do nothing. She just tells me off. Putting her face straight up to me and looking into my eye and saying, I hate you.
That statement was as if it had happened. Has that happened in the past?
Yeah.
I just want you to digest that.
It's important that Mum responds to Maryanne.
Maryanne, Mummy does love you. Mummy loves you all three exactly the same. I want a nice, good girl. I'll give lots and lots of kisses and cuddles too.
Turn around, my love, so you can
Turn
look at
round.
Later, when the girls are asleep, Supernanny takes Mum to one side.
I hope you're aware as an adult that the damage that is caused when you do turn round and shout names at your children, and I think you know what I'm talking about. The I hate you. Work on that.
I did only say it a few times to her, and that was, she'd
It was
got me
enough.
so angry. She sat there and told me she hated me, so I told her I hated her back.
Whether you said it once or you
Yeah,
said
I
it
know.
twice, it was enough to make her wonder, does Mummy really hate me?
The next day, Supernanny wants to further improve the communication in the house with some one-to-one time.
It's important to spend equal amount of time with your children, getting to know them, doing the things that they're interested in.
Mum must take it in turns having special time with the girls individually, so they all get equal attention.
This is very crucial. This is something you should be doing as part of your daily routine, mandatory, with your three girls.
The one-to-one does make me feel better. Now Maryanne's got her time with Mum and Amy's got her time and I've got my time. To me, it doesn't feel like Maryanne's hogging her anymore.
Guess where Mummy's taking you three this afternoon? Harbour Park.
Supernanny believes if things are to change for the better, the girls need to see Mum as someone they can have fun with and not just the person who disciplines them.
Are we going to see Mum have some fun? This is so important for Wendy to get out with her girls and have some fun. It's stress-free, the girls are having fun, Mum's totally chilled out and she should be doing this on a regular basis.
It was really good to have a day out with Mum. It did mean a lot to me.
As Supernanny's time with the family draws to an end, the change in the house is plain to see. Wendy shows who's the real leader of the house.
I want an apology. Right, kiss. Give me a kiss and a cuddle.
The girls are learning how to express themselves.
You're right. I have been stepping over my mum and it's been really a shame.
And although Maryanne still puts up a fight at bedtimes, Mum is using Supernanny's techniques to deal with the situation calmly.
It's bedtime, darling.
Mum's doing a really fantastic job tonight.
No.
Because she's put the hard work in. She's changed her family and that's what counts.
For the changes to really last, Wendy needs to use the new techniques without Supernanny's help.
Give me a big hug.
It's time for her to go it alone.
Has it been a happy house? It has, hasn't it?
Keep strong, all right? Keep strong, because you need to, all right? You need to. I want to see optimistic Wendy.
Bye. Wendy's definitely taking control of situations in this house, and she's definitely the mum, and all those kids know it. But Maryanne will test Wendy, no doubt about that.
It's a new day in the A-Gate house.
Don't normally put that much on there. You idiot.
And life after Supernanny gets off to a rocky start, with a power struggle over breakfast.
I asked you not to talk to me.
What starts out as a row over toast spirals out of control. Wendy bundles Maryanne to the reflection area to calm down.
Do not teach me.
Get up!
Maryanne completely loses the plot. Wendy tries to take control by force.
You've been put out here for unacceptable behaviour. You are staying here now.
No! You back down!
Wendy makes an effort to stay calm in the face of extreme provocation.
Kicked me. Pushed me here. She's pinched me there and scratched me. And she's made me bleed.
It's another half an hour before Maryanne calms down. Mum should be spending quality time with each child alone, but the mood in the camp is tense.
Mum, you're supposed to be spending one-to-one time with me.
Darling, I'm trying to.
Then
Two girls would,
you said you'd help me with my homework and I'm not. I would. No.
Don't talk to me like that, Amy. No.
Help me then.
Don't talk to me like that. How dare you?
When it's Amy's turn for one-to-one time, things get no better.
Somebody push the table. Run the table.
Maryanne, go away.
No.
And you, Marie.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Neither am I, because you two interruptions. What's the point in doing it?
They've picked and picked and picked at one another all day. So, yeah, I think I could do with a bit of extra advice. How pinch me, Maryanne.
As each evening passes, bedtimes get progressively worse, as Maryanne fights for Mum's attention.
Mum, think I poo.
Sticking to Supernanny's technique, Mum ignores Maryanne and carries on getting her sisters ready for bed.
Mum!
Bedtime.
It's the meadow.
But when Maryanne tries to make a break for it, Mum caves in and enters into a debate.
I think I poo. Mum, she's starting to really annoy me.
Right. Maryanne, continue to annoy your sister and you will end up in the other room, OK? Good night.
No, 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 no.
Wendy gives up trying to get Maryanne into her own bed and drags her to the spare room. Wendy has totally lost control.
Into bed.
And it's Maryanne who has the final word.
Please, mommy, I need to get to the academy, fat bitch. You are a fat bitch. You are a fat bitch.
I really thought I was doing well. Yeah, but tonight I know I lost it. And I feel like I've gone several steps forward and taken 6 back. Tonight.
Supernanny is due back in the morning, and not a moment too soon.
Mum, if you'd have nipped this in the bud, you wouldn't have this situation now.
For the past week, Wendy's been struggling to implement Supernanny's techniques on her own.
I've gone several steps forward and taken 6 back.
Now Supernanny's back to show Wendy where she's going wrong. First on the agenda is discipline.
Don't normally put that much on there, you idiot. Shut up. Shut up.
You should have gone straight over to her. You should have looked her straight in the eye and give her that low-toned voice. Do not talk to me in that manner. Nip that behaviour in the bud.
You think that's unacceptable behaviour. You are staying in here now.
This is what did it for me here. You see your body language there? I think you've got one leg on her, actually. Leaning right over her. When you're aggressive and you're dealing with Maryanne, who loses control and becomes aggressive, you got fireworks.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel watching that piece of footage there?
Really bad, actually. I've learned now that if I'm aggressive towards her, then she comes back that way.
Next, Supernanny shows Wendy an example of one-to-one time.
Mum's the table.
Maryanne, go away. And you, Marie.
Neither am I, because you two interrupt and what's the point of doing it?
I've spent time with you, Maryanne, and still you two can't leave me alone to spend time with Amy.
Whose time was it?
It was Amy's.
And who was getting your time?
Them two.
Yeah. And look how they were getting it. So when you are doing one-on-one time, it's important that you give the children a choice of what else they can do. Because as soon as you start upholding that authority and making it very clear that you are going to share yourself equally, the girls will relax.
No, I'm not having this tonight.
I think so boo. Mum, she's starting to really annoy me.
Right. Maryanne, continue to annoy your sister and you will end up in the other room, OK? Good night.
What technique was that?
The fallen to pieces technique. That day was awful.
part of that footage did we just see that's made you feel emotional then?
Dragging Maryanne out. I wouldn't like to go to bed, all angry. And that's how she went to bed.
Okay. So that's important because it's touched you. You know, this has touched you in a way emotionally that's made you recognise what you need to do to change that.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And it's not impossible. So I think the best thing for us to do is to get cracking as soon as possible and get this sorted.
What's happening? Your ears.
It doesn't take long for Supernanny to get the chance to remind Wendy how to stop stressful situations spiralling out of control.
You sat next to Mummy this morning at breakfast time, didn't you?
Well, she sits next to
Excuse
you
me.
a lot.
Excuse me, look at me. So, somebody else can sit next door to me today, and you can sit next to me another day. I won't have it, Maryanne.
I am sitting
Are
up.
you going to... Marie!
My name!
Marie, give it to her. Thank you. Give her
Alright,
her
and
name.
there's your cue. And there's your cue. She's not listening to you, okay? She's turned away. You've asked her to look around, all right? And now she went to kick you. They're your cues. Literally, look at Maryanne and talk to her. She's old enough to know. You know what's expected of you, Maryanne. And you know what behaviour your mummy doesn't want to see. Behave yourself. Because if you do not, you know that you're going to go in that reflection area. So behave. Don't let it escalate. It's not necessary. Nip it in the bud. Don't let it spiral out of control.
Next, Supernanny turns her attention to one-to-one time.
Okay, remember, set up with the other girls what you want them to do, okay? They've got the choice. It's up to them, but what you're doing is having one-on-one time with the first daughter.
Mummy's just going to spend 20 minutes with Marie on her one-to-one. OK. Shall we go in the living room? And then you two can build a house. OK?
Okay, remember, Mum, it's a matter of fact. It's what you're doing.
Okay.
Don't sound apologetic. Just be free. I'm going to go and spend some time with Marie.
Yeah.
All right? But I'm going to do and have time with Maryanne, and then I'm going to have time with you, Amy, afterwards, love.
Yeah.
See you in a minute.
OK. Watch out, Chav attack.
And although Amy and Maryanne keep coming into the room to get cushions for their game, they don't interrupt Mum and Marie.
Boys.
Then they start to inflate.
We need more furniture bits. Sorry.
One-to-one time is going absolutely fantastic. I think the big difference this time is that she's actually told the other two girls exactly what's going to happen, so they know where they're at and they know when they're getting their time. All good stuff.
Wendy is on a roll.
Make a barking mad sock dog.
The one-to-one time is really, really good because I never used to have any time with Mum. Used to be on Maryanne's attention, and now I get 20 minutes with Mum instead of just like one.
Things are really looking up, but bedtime is Wendy's biggest test.
We're at the bedtime routine.
Yeah.
Winding down time.
Yeah.
We want to create that ambience with everything being very calm,
Yeah.
very peaceful. I want you to stay very calm. Nobody raising voices, losing their tempers, okay? And then we're going to then follow through with the stay in bed technique, which is when they come out for the first time.
It's bedtime, darling.
The second time.
It's bedtime.
And the third time.
Nothing.
Okay. What was the third time?
Nothing.
Okay.
She pulled the bell rope, but nothing happened. Night-night. Night-night.
The confidence and calmness Wendy is exercising seems to be working.
You can't put mine up.
A much calmer Maryanne makes a half-hearted attempt to get Mum's attention. But Wendy sticks to the plan and ignores her. It's the most successful bedtime they have ever had.
8:30. All three girls in bed.
and you have your evening to yourself. Get up. I want to give you a hug. Do you know that? I am so proud of you. How so moved things drastically. You know, a real inspiration, Wendy. These are the results of all that hard work. You know, absolutely fantastic.
Things have improved beyond recognition since Supernanny met Wendy and her 3 girls.
You take care.
Now she feels confident enough to leave Wendy to carry on without her.
It's not just a maybe now, it's I can do this. I'm mum, and I like that title, and I'm going to keep it.
3 weeks later, and Wendy has a new image and a fresh outlook on life.
Being honest, I didn't think anybody could change my children or change the way things were in this house. But the change has been just enormous. And I really didn't think that was possible. Maryanne is a different child now. She's totally different. There is no more violence. She doesn't hit me, she doesn't pinch me. There's no more of that anymore. She is just a normal 7-year-old girl now, which is lovely.
I feel that Maryanne's changed quite a bit. I thought she was an enemy more than a sister, whereas now I think her more as a sister than an enemy.
Marie and Amy aren't just the ones that are left on the side, you know, to get whatever attention was left. They all 3 of them get equal amount of attention now. I do think Supernanny has changed me as a person, because before I had no confidence to do anything, and now I've got so much confidence, it's unbelievable.
Mum's in charge now. None of us 3 are. Mum rules the house now.
I'm mum, and once I got hold of that title, I was planning on keeping it. And I'm proud to say that I am mum, because I think I deserve to be mum now.
What Supernanny has done for me, I've really enjoyed in that, because she's really made our life better.